Hey guys, Shelemental here, and a big bomb just dropped for all World of Warcraft fans. 7.3 PTR is already out. Oh my god, we're going to Argus. Okay, so I'm going to start this video nice and simple and explain to you what the 8 new key features of this upcoming zone is. Essentially, there are 8 main points which I want to list to you guys, and the rest of the BS you guys can figure out on yourself. I'm going to keep this spoiler free, so no story will be spoiled, although there are some major lore characters in there. With that out of the way, let's get right into it, and I gotta say, this is probably going to be the biggest patch ever to come to World of Warcraft by far, and I'm super excited. Okay, we might as well start it off right with the new zones that are coming to Argus, and yeah, that's right, I said new zones. Okay, we're coming out with 3 whole new zones for this one patch, right? And they're not currently named in the PTR, although you guys can see there's a big one at the left, which is a lot of demon ships. It's really demon filled. I can tell that one's going to be very heavily focused on the Legion. The second one in the middle is more light themed and might be focusing more on like the Draenei and the Vindicar, which is the new faction coming in this patch. I'll explain more about them during the story. And Argus itself is basically a mix between the two, so it's almost like if they had a baby, that'd be that zone. So there's a little bit of light things in there. It's like the ship that Terralion and Illyria came on. There's that. There's the whole Legion feel for it. There's the new Fel Reavers, which you guys will see. I'll put them up on screen for you. Look incredible. It's kind of really good looking, and the main Argus zone is what you expect Argus to actually look like, and the one on the far left is, I'm guessing, where the new raid is going to be. Yeah, that's right. I said a new raid. This whole patch is completely crazy, and I'm really excited to get into it. So we're going to kick it off with other points. Okay, so the first point other than the zones I want to explain is the story. So I played through the first part of the story, but once you get up to a certain point with a certain character, it crashes your game. I'm not going to say the character's name because it's a spoiler, but what I want you guys to know is there are major lore characters in this, okay? Do not come into this patch thinking it's not going to be narrative driven. This whole patch is narrative driven, and just going through it, I was literally like drooling at how good it was. I was going through each quest, it was fun, it was interesting. Oh my god, this character's here, this character's here. We're killing this, we're finding out new things. We're learning more about Prophet Velen, we're learning more about everyone in there, and that's not a spoiler, by the way. So what you do is you first come here with Illidan and Prophet Velen in the Vindicar, which is the first Draenei that actually came from Argus to Azeroth, and they all go back to there on this big ship, and there's this weapon holding you back. And this isn't a spoiler, this is all within the first 5 minutes. Basically, you have to destroy the weapon, and you end up meeting up with some other people, and you keep progressing through the story. And it's very narrative driven, it's really good. So the story was really interesting, it captivated me, I had fun with it, it was interesting, it was everything that 7.2 should have been. If they had said 7.3 is going to be the biggest patch ever in Warcraft, I would have believed them, because just after seeing this, I'm literally ecstatic. Like, I'm talking so fast right now, it's because of how crazy this thing is. So the story is very good, you guys will definitely like it. I have to progress more into it after my game stops crashing. I know it's a glitch with just about everyone. But yeah, it is very narrative driven with many lore characters, and the zone, you might think that the whole green and black feel for the first, because Argus is green and black, like the main continent, and then the other two I'm not sure about. I'm guessing the one on the far left that I was talking about is going to be all green and black, but the one on the top seems more like it's all light themed. Argus itself is very diverse, right? You do see things of the Army of the Light pop up all the time because you're Prophet Velen, and all of them are with you, so they're fighting alongside you, and you see them pop up all the time in the story, and all of the demon architecture and stuff is also there with you. It's really cool, and if you guys keep hearing my voice move, because I keep looking back over on the map, it's overall really cool. And also within the story, there's this new flight system where it's a fast travel by light beacon from the Army of the Light. So essentially what it is there's no flying in Argus, which I know, it sucks. I grinded out flying too, I'm a little salty about it, but that's okay. It's actually faster than flying. So what you do is there's multiple points, just like a flight map, but instead of taking out the time to go and fly over there, and it takes a couple minutes to get over to one point to the next, it instantly teleports you by beacon, and it's this cool effect where it almost rips you apart into little shards of light and then reforms you back wherever you want to go. And it's one of the main Vindicar ship, and then there's one, as you guys can see, just various in the world, and they seem to be spread out very good, so it's actually faster than flying in my opinion, because you can just run there on your mount. So overall, I really do like the story and what they're doing with the main zones. 7 new mounts, guys, in this patch alone. 7 new mounts is what this patch is bringing, and it's very cool. I'm going to do an in-depth video analyzing them, as well as the new tier that comes with the raid. I'll talk more of that after. I'm going to do an in-depth video for both of those, but overall what you guys should know is there are mounts in this patch, and they're very good looking. I'm going to make separate videos for all of this stuff. For the story, I'm going to do a spoiler a spoiler one, so like you guys know what's happening. I'm gonna do a mounts one, I'm gonna do a raid one, analyzing every single part of it. So yeah, there are mounts, 7 new ones in this patch, and they look really, really good. So make sure to subscribe to see the new video where I show you all of them. And this one's going to be a bit of a two-parter, guys, and the first part of that is new world bosses. I know this isn't a shocker because there's a 3-zone planet, which is really cool. 3-zone patch, incredible. I never thought Warcraft could bring a 3-zone patch, but anyways, there are new world bosses, and you guys back in the background here, you guys seeing the models for them. The models on Argus look incredible. Blizzard got all new art textiles for this, and it looks amazing. Like, they literally came out with new textures for almost everything. There's a new mount. The mounts, I'll just show you another video. They're absolutely incredible, and they really went over the top for the artwork in this one, and the world bosses really show that. And much like the raid, the item level is increased, and I believe they dropped 9-10 loot now. You guys correct me on that in the comments if I'm wrong about that. So our new world bosses, and also what it brings is a new dungeon, and this is really, really exciting. So the dungeon, right? It is called Sea of the Triumvirate. It is basically a corrupted Naru. Lura is the final boss, and you guys are watching right here. There's Zural the Ascended, Saprish, Victory, Nazar, and Lura, and they all have incredible models, and they're all dropping 845 base item level at Heroic, which I'm sure it'll be raised because it's a newer dungeon. Like the Cathedral of Eternal Night, for example, very difficult dungeon, should have a raised item level, which I think it does. And overall, all the models are new, and it's really, really refreshing to get to see that. And I do see a lot of like the Void Lord type feel coming in here with the models. If you guys noticed that, throughout there, alright, sure there's the demons and stuff, but I'm seeing a lot more Void Lords, which is kind of cool. And Lura, her final model, oh my god, it looks incredible. She just corrupted Naru. It's just amazing, and she's got the whole Void Lord with her. It's really, really cool. So yeah, overall we have the new dungeon and the new world bosses. I'm really excited to get to go and clear both of those. And shockingly enough, among all this content, we do have a new raid. It is called Antorus the Burning Throne, and oh my god, the bosses in here look so cool. Just the names alone, like the Hounds of Sargeras, the War Council, they're really, really interesting and fun to look at, and I'm really excited to actually get into them, see what they look like. You guys are seeing the new Fel Reaver model. That's really cool. The War Council, I kind of want to talk about. The Admiral Srivax kind of looks like a female Kel Jaden, and the other dude in there, the whatever it was, the General or something, kind of looks like Archibald. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys agree with me with that. Maybe it's like a version 2 of them, maybe, who knows. We even have the Portal Keeper Hazabel. I'm just looking down with you guys at the footage. There's some models that aren't in there yet. I had to go back and correct them, and then there's some of them that spawn in the Fel Reavers. I'm really excited to get to go through this, and if you guys look at some of the names when we get to the bottom here, kind of a bit of a lore twist, and the inner lore in me, oh my god, such a nerd boner right now, so fucking cool. So we have Agrimar. Don't even ask how that's going to play in there. I have no clue. And Nobble87, if you're watching this, I know you're not, please tell me how that plays in. And Argus the Unmaker, there was no model for that yet. We're going to be fighting a fucking planet, which planets are basically Titans, so I'm wondering if we're going to be fighting a Titan, which we don't really have any hope against. But I'm so excited to get to fight Agrimar and Argus the Unmaker, and this raid just looks overall incredible. It does have a base item level for normal on 930, heroic is 945, and mythic is 960 plus, with raid finder 915 plus. And overall it looks really, really good. I'm excited to get into it, and just the base item level alone is fucking huge. It's probably not going to come out until a couple weeks after the patch, sort of like 7.2, how it came out 7.2.5. Maybe there'll be a mini patch, who knows, but this raid is really, really cool. Antorus the Burning Throne. Now this final point is going to be nice and short and sweet, and there are new animations in World of Warcraft to most classes. I'm a Paladin. I couldn't tell if they were new or not. I don't believe they are, but I heard some of the biggest updates were to like the Druid and the Mage. They were getting more new casting animations, as well as the Shaman, and that goes credits out to Bellular for finding that. Bellular Gaming. I watched his video on the new animations. Good video, amazing. It was really good. It showed you how they really almost draw up the energy rather than just kind of like sucking it out of nowhere and launching a fireball. They almost draw it out of the earth for the shamans, or for the mages, so it looks like they're wielding up magic and then they're launching it. It sounds nerdy, but it's amazing overall. So the new animations are going to be coming out. On Paladin, I couldn't tell if they were new or not, and this is kind of a up in the air one. I don't know if it's actually going to come out or not, but I might as well just tell you guys, just so if you guys have an interest in the new animations, they will be coming out with 7.3. So yeah guys, oh my god, I've never talked so fast for a video. That was totally unscripted. That was me after reviewing all my footage that I have for Argus, basically just showing you what's coming out in 7.3. My overall opinions of this, not to jump on the hype train too much, holy fucking shit, this is going to be the best patch ever in World of Warcraft. In my personal opinion, if they implement half the stuff they showed us, this will be the biggest and best patch in World of Warcraft, in my opinion personally. Because for me, it doesn't matter if it's Wrath, TBC, Cataclysm, or whatever. If a patch has a lot of content, I don't even care if it's good content. A lot of content, that is better for me than a patch that has really good content, but there's only a little bit of it. Because in Wrath and TBC, we see a lot of those patches where it's amazing content, but there's not as much. With this, we're getting 3 new zones, you're getting a bunch of mounts, major lore characters, a raid, a dungeon, new animations, new world bosses, new zones, a great story, narrative driven. It's just amazing. This patch is honestly mind-blowing. This could be an expansion. This could be a launch of expansion. Overall, Blizzard, very, very, very good job. I'm very impressed with what they did so far, and I will be showing you guys on my channel individual videos for each one of these things being covered. For example, like the mounts, I'm going to do a separate video on that. And the story, I'm going to do a spoiler version of that so you guys can see what actually happens. You guys are curious. Fast travel, I'm going to do one on that. Everything that's coming on 7.3, I will make videos about on my channel, so make sure to watch out for that. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you did. Comment down below how excited you guys are for 7.3, and if you guys have tried out PTR. Subscribe for more World of Warcraft content, and subscribe for more 7.3 coverage, which my channel will not be uploading every Thursday anymore. For the next couple weeks, it'll be pretty more often than every Thursday. Like, I'm going to try and get out a video as soon as I can, because this is overall amazing. So drop me a like, I said, guys, subscribe to see that, and I will see you on the next video. Peace out.